An outreach worker came to me after the police were called, and she started doing the questionnaires with me. She put the pen down after the second question and said, "You have to go before he kills you." My marriage was very abusive, physically, emotionally, psychologically. I felt I was being watched. If I stepped out of the house, somebody was always watching me. It's very, very difficult. And to leave your home and everything you know and take your children out of school, you're leaving with nothing. In 2007, when the boy's father was very angry and aggressive, and he was going to hit me, and my son, who was 10 at the time, stepped in and he went to hit him. At that moment, I knew I had to go. When we fled in the car with the black bags, when we arrived at the refuge, they had already organised for us to change our names. But to hide, you have to change everything, not speak to anybody. You are constantly frightened. My husband came after me and the children for a long time. He managed to find numbers for refuges that I've stayed in and actually call the refuge. And he also got my mobile number. He was chasing us and looking for us. He was going to every family member. We went from refuges to bed and breakfast, and we ended up in a homeless hostel in the end. I felt from a young age that I had just a real love for Jesus, because I saw him on television as a child, and I was always told that Jesus is a prophet. So I was brought up in the Muslim faith, and my husband was a Muslim. I believe that God, Jesus, he chases us down. He chases after us, and he wants us to know him, and he wants us to have that love that he has so freely available. So I believe that he chased me down. I was alone. I couldn't contact my family. I didn't have anyone around me, but I had made a life, and my parents had helped me with that. They had helped me rent a property, and they had supported me. And I was constantly searching, reading on different faiths and going around to different places and really searching for a faith. And I wanted to, at that time, be very well educated, so I was doing lots of reading. But I was teaching exercises, something I've done for a long time, and there was somebody who was in my class. Her name is Sam, so she was in the front row of my class, and she just was carrying, at that time I didn't know what it was, but she was carrying the Holy Spirit, and she just had this peace and this joy, and there was something about her that I thought, I really want that, what it is she has. And I don't know what it is, but anyway, we started speaking and we started going to church together. And I said the salvation prayer when I was alone at home, and I felt at that time I had the world on my shoulders, all this responsibility and still fear. And I read this prayer, And the moment I read it, I felt, for me, the experience was like an out-of-body experience, like I was being lifted up and just this weight being taken away from me. And I felt the tangible love of God. And it was just such a freeing experience. And that was the time where I really changed my faith. It was about a year later. Yeah, so 10th of the 10th I was baptised, but I believe my journey started long before that. Hi, it's Sophia here. I'm just wondering if we can organise that planning meeting. Okay, that's great. It will just take 30 minutes and I'll send you... He's changed everything in my life. He's shown me how he saved me again and again, and my children, and protected us, and has brought us through. And he's also shown me how to forgive their father and be a person who wants to live and walk like Jesus and be like him. It's been a journey of healing where God has healed my heart. I am married. The children are grown, and I have grandchildren now, so I still teach my fitness classes, and God has put me in a position today where I am working with women who have suffered domestic abuse and children, and I have a part to play in keeping them safe. He uses me in that way now. Even when I have days where I'm not feeling great, I have a source that I can tap into. He just fills me with such peace and joy, and I am eternally grateful for that.